So people, what's going on? What's going down? It's your boy. I'm back again with another video here to bring you the Arsenal v Chelsea preview. God, Jesus, help us all. You know what? I've got a funny theory. Before I even go into the preview, let me just say something that and I've got a bit to back this up. I tell you, look what. How much do you guys want to bet? Yeah, we're gonna start seeing Arsenal play football again. And I know that sounds crazy, and I know it sounds insane, and I know it's just like, bro, Arsenal fans having hope, but bro, I will go into it, but I honestly think that the pressure of having these last four games, which obviously were leading up to the City game, which is the fourth game, where we've drawn and lost, it was because of that City game. I'm telling you lot right now. It happened before, it happened this time, and we're gonna talk about it in depth and further. But yeah, let's go straight into the preview in itself. Of course, Arsenal v Chelsea. This is going to be a derby, a London derby. This is a fixture that I enjoy a lot. We used to get more or less, I wouldn't say violated, but there's lots of games, and the one obviously that sticks out the most to us will be the Baku final. That against Chelsea, it almost gets into a almost. I wouldn't say exactly that, but almost gets into as peak as a rivalry as Tottenham, most certainly as Manchester United. And look, we've got the better out of them in the reverse fixture. So let's talk about that reverse fixture. That reverse fixture saw us win. Let me have a look here. Yeah, 1-0 to the Arsenal. That was in November when we played that reverse fixture. It was a goal scored by Gabriel, 63rd minute. And we got a nice 1-0 away win at Stamford Bridge. And I think we needed that. I think the last time we had won at Stamford Bridge, if I'm not mistaken, it was a while back. Put it that way. It was definitely a while back. But yeah, man, it was a 1-0 win. So we're looking to do the double over Chelsea this season. And we know the troubles that Chelsea's been having. They've had a turmoil of a season. I said this, almost 2-3 months ago when I started my YouTube channel, that Chelsea were in a mud. This is when they still had Graham Parr, and it's gone all over, yo-yo, ups and downs, more downs than ups, of course. Todd Bowley just completely going in there and thinking, he's managing, or he's got ownership of a FIFA sort of football club, and he's playing in this sort of FIFA world. It's incredible what's happened with Chelsea. It's incredible the collapse with Chelsea, but they've got money for days, and they throw in money at the problem. And eventually, when you throw so much money at the problem, you eventually are going to get some sort of result. You eventually are going to start to stabilize things. Frank Lampard, of course, Potter being sacked because they just couldn't do anything in terms of results, and couldn't do anything tangible in the league and elsewhere. What kind of held Potter a little bit longer was the fact that they had that Champions League going, and Champions League run kind of going for them, But yeah, he got sacked. Frank Lampard, of course, comes in, and Frank Lampard's got to be the worst manager I've ever seen in my entire life. He definitely needs to quit management today. He needs to quit. Actually, furthermore, he doesn't need to quit. He needs to quit after the second, because we don't want no new manager bounce business going on. I swear down, every single time a manager being sacked and the team's, it's just literally when they're about to play us. So I don't want to see any of that. Just keep Frank Lampard there. We were supposed to have Frank Lampard against Everton, and we got Sean Dyche, and now we want Frank Lampard against Chelsea, because as crazy as it sounds, and as crazy as this is gonna sound, I honestly believe we're gonna turn up again. I honestly believe we're gonna play more fluid, more football. I don't think it's from the off. I think because of everything that's happened in the last few games, there will be jitters, there will be nerves from the boys. At home, the crowd has got a big part to play. I'm gonna be at the game as well. Thank you to my brethren K securing me a ticket. Big up your damn self, my boy. But yeah, we got to play our part as the crowd. We have to make sure we galvanize the players, we energize them, and we tell them, look, forget the past. It's too, spilt milk. Forget it. Let's just focus on beating Chelsea one game at a time, as we was doing throughout the entire season. And we're gonna have to go take it in that sort of manner, in that sense. Look, as I said, reverse fixture, we won, trying to do the double on them. I'll tell you what needs to happen though, and this is probably gonna sound unpopular, and this is probably gonna come across as a bit too reactionary, or whatever people online wanna call it, but I'm kind of onto Mikel Arteta, you know. I'm onto him still. I'm not gonna lie to the man, them, you know. I'm onto him still. This is what needs to happen for this Chelsea game. Thomas Partey, whatever you lot want to call him, yeah, TP5 needs to be dropped for this game against Chelsea. And he won't be dropped. I know that. Because Arteta doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have the balls to drop his so-called loyal players. But my people, please, please, please listen to what I'm telling you lot. Pause this video. Actually, before you do that, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But I'm telling you, man, pause this video. Open up another tab. Open up another YouTube window. And watch watch these last 4 games. Watch the highlights and watch the lead up to the opposition goals. Thomas Partey, something's going on. He's letting players drift past him. He's not running back with the same vigor, with the same determination, with the same discipline, with the same desire. Like, it's mental. I don't know what it is. It's more than just this whole title pressure. Players like Odegaard, like Ben White, you know, it's title pressure. But with Thomas Partey, he's dropped in terms of his level so much down that there's something going on. It has to be something personal. I don't know what it is. And I've seen other people mention this throughout, you know, online channels and so forth. He has to be dropped, but he's not going to. So therefore, this is why I say I'm on to Arteta. Arteta's talking about in his post-match conference, yeah? This guy's talking about the players, I have to be loyal to them. He was asked if his team froze. He said, I don't think they were scared. Are you serious? I mean, did we watch 2 different games, Mikel? But the way we started the game, we put ourselves in trouble in many situations. Because you were scared. Because Ramsdale was scared. That's why. Listen, and I understand I get it. You're not going to come out on, you know, in front of the media and lambast and say it as it is in terms of, you know, you need to obviously deflect and protect your players, protect your club, protect everything. I get it. But you need to give the fans more. You need to be more realistic because this shows naivety. We're going to think you're so naive that we're going to question your position in the job. We're going to question your position overall. And I said in my previous video, and I stick by this, he's got 1 more season for me, Mikel Arteta. He has 1 more season for me, bro. Because we cannot keep faltering at the business end of the season, whether it's top 4, whether it's Premier League title charges. We cannot do this. It's unacceptable for a team like Arsenal. And you know what? I'll be real. Everyone that's on this, just focus on the next one. And, you know, Mikel himself telling the players, move on quickly. No, we don't move on quickly. There has to be accountability. Listen, the reason why there has to be accountability towards him and these players is not because of the results and because we might end up losing this title to City. It's because we are giving it away to them. It's like we're giving it away. Top 4 loss here, we gave it away. The Premier League title race, like, we're giving it away. We're literally damaging ourselves. We're self-destructing. And that is on the players, bro. And of course, subsequently on the manager, because the manager doesn't have what it takes to motivate these players. If we don't see a fight from minute 1 to minute 90 against Chelsea, then you know it's all over. There is literally, I'll tell him to walk in the summer. Don't be so easy on these young boys. And again, let me make it clear. It doesn't mean we're lambasting the players individually, going for, you know, and abusing and none of that. However, they have to be held accountable for that performance against City. And if we see anything, and West Ham, and Southampton, and if we see anything in the same like shape or form against Chelsea, then I'm telling you, man, for me, Arteta's got to walk. I'll be real, I'll say it as it is. Something is just not right. Let me go into the 11 that I would want to see. So this is the 11 I want to see against Chelsea. But this is not the 11 I'm going to see. In goal, Ramsdale, of course. Left back, unfortunately, as much as I don't want to, we need to play Zinchenko because we're at home. We're going to be holding most of the possession. We're going to be more or less on the front foot. And it doesn't mean he has to go into the midfield. It just means he has to provide a little bit more in terms of from an offensive standpoint than a defensive standpoint or than Tini would. Because I don't think Chelsea's going to come out and, you know, they're low in confidence. They're not going to come out and attack. So therefore, we don't need to start Tini, for example. Or we shouldn't be starting Tini. Zinchenko goes in for me at left back. As mad and as onto him as I am, unfortunately, he just has to start this game. Gabriel next to him. Again, we need to see the leadership aspect from Gabriel again. You need to be telling Rob Holding what to do, Gabriel. You need to be telling him, stop going in stop being so tight on these, bruv, please, bro, please, chat to my man, bro. Chat to him, Gabriel. I know your English is not 100% there and whatnots, but, bro, please, bro, body language says a lot. Next to him, Holding. There is nobody else that can do the job. As poor as Holding is, Kivior can't come in to that position. He just can't do it. He's not ready for it yet, and we literally have nobody else. We've seen pictures, of course, you know, great news. Saliba looks like he's now on a training pitch and no longer in the gym, you know, training by himself with the physio guy. So the progress is there in terms of, but he's not going to be available. He probably won't be available, maybe potentially, possibly up to that Brighton game. And maybe even that Brighton game just probably well enough for the bench, if that. So forget about Saliba. It's going to be Holding. He's not going to put Benny Blanco, Benny White in that position. I think they've had a conversation and Ben White's just told him, look, I no longer want to play centre-back. So just put me in a right-back position. Because we don't have Tomiyasu as well, that's it. We have no flexibility. Holding has to play. Next to him, of course, Ben White. And in the midfield, people, I'll tell you right now, if we do not see Jorginho starting this game, yeah, to be able to have ball retention, control the possession and whatnot when we're at home against his old club, where there should be no extra level of motivation needed, no extra level of inspiration needed to get us more or less back on track. It's out of our hands now, this title. But we can still keep putting that pressure. But Mikel Arteta has to be brave. How do you want us to win this league and be brave? How do you want your young boys to be brave if you're not going to be brave, Mikel? That's why I'm onto him. I'm not going to lie, bro. He's just not brave. So therefore his players are thinking, why are we going to be brave? You must drop Thomas Partey. There is no way, shape or form these boys can be firing on all cylinders and playing at the most elite level if they know no matter what performance they put in, week out, as poor as you know, ratings of 2s and 3s, it won't change anything if they know they're going to start the very next game. It just won't change. The standards are being dropped. Consciously, subconsciously. What do you think happens when Saka knows it doesn't matter how poor he is, he's just going to start? That's not the kick up his backside that he needs, pause. That's going to be, like, do you know what I mean? Whatever, man. Like, I had an off game. Like, yeah, whatever. On to the next one. And this is the mentality that's starting to seep in even to this young squad that we're seeing here. This young squad needs to be instilled a mentality where it's like, raw, man cannot sleep in peace when man loses a game, bro. And this is what you have to instill in them, Mikel. You have to instill this in yourself, bro. I want Jorginho and Xhaka starting in that midfield and just making sure that we get things back to basics, bro. Yeah? Get it back to basics. In front of them, the captain, he's the captain. Odegaard has to start, and look, he goes missing in away games, but he shows up in home games. So hopefully that's the case. We get 2 goals and an assist, or an assist and a goal, something. But he's in front of them. So Jorginho, Xhaka, Odegaard, and on the right-hand side of that wing, I want to see another change as well, bro. We need to bench Bukayo Saka. And I know it's not going to happen, but I think Reece Nelson deserves a little goal. I think he just deserves to start one. Just start him, even if you know you're going to take him off at halftime or you're going to put Bukayo Saka, depending on how the game is going. Just do it. Just Trust me. And I'm not saying it's because he's been the most terrible. I'm not saying he should be, scapegoating. No, no, no. It's just to give him that extra motivation. Like, rah, man sat me down, man's benched. All right, watch this now. Watch when I come back on this pitch. Are you lot mad? You don't think you lot can bench me? Bukayo Saka, me. That's what I want. I just want a reaction from these boys, blood. Up front, he's going to start Jesus again. Bro, I mean, you've seen it. Everyone's talking about it. The last time Trossard started was the last time we won a game. Since he hasn't started, we've not won a game. That says it all. He asks different questions. Gabriel Jesus, it's not that he's not fit. I think he's fit, but he's just not there mentally. He's lost that desire to want to do it. That energy that we saw in the beginning of the season is just not there anymore. Why? Sulking. He's starting to do the Lacazette thing. Just sulking. Bro, that is one of the worst things I hate, bro. When you want to show passion and fight in ways that you shouldn't. I want you to keep your head down and play like someone like KDB. Play like someone like Haaland. That's where you fight. That's where you show the tenacity. That's where you show your peak level, bro. He's going to start Jesus, but he shouldn't. He should start Trossard right there, centre forward. And let him do his thing, bro, against Chelsea. I'm telling you, Trossard will score. On the left-hand side, I'll keep Martinelli. Simply because Martinelli's a threat. He loves playing against Chelsea. It's one of them kind of fixtures that he excels in and he thrives in. And I've seen the training videos. I've seen the training clips for this game, for this Chelsea game. And still too much joking around, bruv. Still too much laughing, too much banter. Too much, like, this is so fun. Bro, I don't want to see that. Like, this is mad. I want to see serious faces in training. I want to see tactical things being implemented. I want to see game plans. I want to see option B and option C. Not just always A and that's it. Mikel Arteta is Mr. Option A. That's it. He's got nothing else. He's got nothing else. He doesn't even have things that just come with the game. Like a half-time substitution. Do it. Who is in charge? Is it the players or you? It's you, so do it. This game against Chelsea, if we are losing the game, God knows how, maybe Mykhailo Mudryk gets the game of his life. First goal, I mean, you could almost say it'll be written in the stars, innit? Against Arsenal, think about it. This is the type of things this club does. And we're letting it continue and kind of just saying to ourselves, oh yeah, there's been so much process and so much progress. I get it. We're playing in the Champions League next season. Cool. Those are basics, people, man. We have to start raising the standards now. Because why? Because we actually know these guys are capable of it because we were doing it. And they just need a bit more of that emphasis, a bit more of that push, a bit more of that mental and that physical. And Mikel is supposed to be the guy giving all of that to them, and he's not doing it, bro. He's just watching it happen. He's not steadying the ship. You have to steady the ship, Mikel. You are the captain of the ship. Man, I predict a 3-1 result for this game. 3-1 to Arsenal. We're playing at home. Look, I can't see it any other way than us in the first 20 minutes huffing and puffing, trying to get some sort of situation going, trying to get some sort of, balance going and trying to do our thing. We're not going to hold a clean sheet because we always concede. So that's going to happen. Who's going to score? I don't know. Maybe Mykhailo Mudryk, maybe Havertz. I don't know. But we're definitely going to... I mean, I can't see Chelsea winning this game, no matter how poor we are. And honestly, it's very faded at the moment. But if I know my club and I know my club well, now that we're more or less underdogs and the pressure's slightly off and everybody's talking about Arsenal's bottle there and and second, all of that seeping in, how much do you lot want to bet? And please come back to this video and confirm if I'm right or wrong. Please like the video if you haven't already. Again, please subscribe to the channel. Press the bell notifications. Please, people. Most of the people that watch my videos not even subscribed, man. I've got 116 plus subscribers. I need some more. I need you guys to join the community. I'm telling you lot right now, please come back to this video. These men are going to perform, not from the off, But we should see a slight fix and slight trend if we see the same mental strength that we've seen in terms of them bouncing back and responding like previously in the season. Because now it's like the titles is City's. We've conceded it. So what do you have to fight for? Not much, but you want to end the season on a high. And there's still that glimpse of hope. And because you know the spotlight is no longer on them in terms of being the favourites and it's a no-brainer. You guys have to go and you must and you must and you mustn't win it. All of that is gone now. How much you bet you want to see these guys perform? It's mad, bro. It's actually mad how this thing works, bro. This team works, this club. But yeah, guys, that's the preview for the Arsenal v Chelsea game. Like I said, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be present to watch the game. Hopefully, we get a W. It's gonna be an 8 p.m. kickoff. I'm just gonna try find out to see if there is anything else that I missed. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I was just trying to see if I could get the match official for the game, but it doesn't look like it's available to see yet. Actually, no, tell a lie. Let's have a look. How's this? Yeah, so the match official is going to be Robert Jones. Robert Jones, who's the VAR? We need to start actually checking who the VAR official is. Andre Mariner, VAR. Bro, Andre Mariner, that guy's a fraud, bro. Oh my days, this is what I mean. Oh, bro. Listen, Mikel Arteta, I'm onto him. I'm not going to lie to you lot. I'm going to leave it there. You must get a win. You must galvanise these boys to get a win in this game, bro. This is a derby game. There's still 5% hope that we can do something. So please, guys, I'm telling you, Arsenal, you lot are going to have to show the fans something in this game, man. I'll see you lot there, people. Peace.